All right, shalawam. First off, I want to say all praise to Yahawah, bahasham Yahawashi, bahasham Kudash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of GMS, to the elect doing the work in sincerity and in truth, shalawam. This is Nazar Khad here, GMS precepts, and I'm back with another article. Um, so this is from, I'm going to go right into it. This is from Fox News. The article title says DAs or district attorneys backed by Soros. Okay, Soros, who is the number one funder of all these left wing um, so-called groups trying to fight for equality for the they call them the black and brown people. Okay, um, uh, the most popular one is who Black Lives Matter, right? Which that's been exposed to being nothing but a fraud, and not for black people or black. What they are for black people. They're more. Their real focus is more the LGBTQ community. Okay, all right, in the guise of let's protect black people, but really they're for um, the fuck is this saying? Um, they're really for the LGBTQ community, right? So anyway, it says district attorneys backed by Soros, district attorneys backed by Soros, other liberal activists joined fray and clash with police. So I'll read this part. It says under the radar political investments made by progressive groups in recent years are maybe paying off. Okay, paying off. Pun intended. Right. So all the money that's being pumped by billionaire George Soros is starting to pay off, and guess what? He's starting to get into the pockets of these politicians. Now, I just want to focus on this one point in this article here, um, and go off that. Uh, so I'll just start from here. It says St. Louis. I'll start from here. It says Soros, through the Justice and Public Safety PAC and other groups, has been spending billions of dollars on prosecutorial races in recent years, with a number of benefactors making headlines since their election. So basically, he's Soros and through his groups, okay, have been spending millions of dollars funding who they wish, or people that will be in their corner, right? One of them is who St. Louis Circuit Attorney Jim Gardner, who was boosted by Soros in her campaign, drew controversy when she announced her office was bringing felony charges against Mark and Patricia McCloskey, the couple who brandished guns outside their homes as protesters marched by in June. So this is that's the couple where they showed them outside of the house. They were flashing guns at the crowd. It says but read this. It says the McCloskeys have said many times that they were defending themselves with tensions high in St. Louis and other cities over the race and law enforcement. They said the crowd of demonstrators broke an iron gate marked with no trespassing in private street signs, and that some had threatened them, and that some threatened them. Which, you know what, I believe that. I believe that. Why? Because the racial tensions are so high, and and them being prosecuted, despite them saying they were defending themselves, which most likely is true. All you see on the news is them with guns, waving guns at the crowd. They don't show what happens before. All right, but that's all being done by who? The media. So the media is being responsible, or is highly responsible for all these racial tensions going on in America. So one would ask themselves, well, why is that? Why is the media trying to pump or incite racial tensions? That's their plan. Their plan is to incite racial tension, man. Okay, that could be an easy way to enact martial law in the midst of all this so-called alleged COVID thing going on, and protesting, and they can enact martial law like that, man, right? Because because once these racial tensions hit a peak, they're gonna be like, all right, we gotta lock shit down, right? And also, I don't want to give too much credit to Esau, man, because this is all being done first and foremost by the Most High, Yahawah. Okay, Yahawah by Shem Yahawashi. This is all being done or orchestrated by him. So I don't want to give too much credit to Esau, man, because Esau, you Edomites, you so-called white people, you're nothing more than a pawn used by the Most High, right? So let me get Zechariah first. This is Zechariah 14 and 13. It says, Zechariah 14 and 13, and it shall come to pass in that day. Now it says when it shall come to pass, that means what? It's speaking about a prophecy, man, right? Right? Because all these prophecies that are happening now, that's why the apostles said, or excuse me, apostles GMS, apostle Tahar, apostle Rimlob, okay, apostle Rakar, apostle Gabar, they say what? That um, we know more now, right, than the prophets did of old. Why? Because what the prophets did was they were moved by the Spirit to write down these visions, but they didn't understand all of them, right? But now, in these times, since these are speaking, now I gotta get that scripture. Now, since these scriptures is the first one on my list. Since these scriptures are speaking now, they're being able they're able to be understood. Okay, now let me get this. This is Habakkuk 2 and 2. It says, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time. That vision is speaking about prophecy, man. Right, and that vision is he told Habakkuk what? Write down the vision, right? Write down those prophecies, right? And it says, for that vision is yet for an appointed time. That appointed time is what? The time that we're in right now. Matter of fact, it's going to say it. It says, for that vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. So it's that. So two things. That's how we know we're at the end right now, because these prophecies are what? These visions are what? They're speaking now. Okay? And you can see it. We can see it clear as day. Well, not everybody can see it clear as day. Only who the Lord wants to see it clear as day can see it clear as day. You still got some or a lot of people, a lot of our people that are confused, man. They don't see it. Okay? It says, it shall speak and what? Not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. All right, so what am I speaking about now? I'm speaking about the racial tensions, man. All right, that's why it says, and it shall come to, verse 13, and it shall come to pass in that day, that a great tumult from the Lord, let's see if that says Yahawah. There you go, from the Lord, Yahawah. That's why I don't want to give too much credit to Esau, man, because all these things that are happening right now. Let's go back to this article. These protests, all right, these protests, these skirmishes, these racial skirmishes, these deaths, these shootings, these all the economic destruction of America, the weakening of the dollar. Yeah, Esau might have a hand in it, but guess what? There might be some things that Esau didn't plan for. It tells you in Job that his steps shall be straightened, right? Going to the word straighten, it means what? It means a position of difficulty, man. There are gonna be some things Esau didn't plan for. They're gonna be like, yo, yo, Rothschild, is this you? Hey, yo, Bilderbergs, we didn't okay this. What's proof for that? These chariot sightings, man. All right, and brothers starting to get visions of prophecy, man. And yo, these chariot sightings are popping up everywhere, man. Okay, that's why Esau, they're getting scared. So, it says that a great tumult shall be from who? From Yahawah. Okay, that a great tumult shall be from the Lord, shall be among them. Let's go into the word tumult. What is that? Did I look up? Let me look up that word, tumult. Okay, confusion, disturbance, turmoil, panic, destruction, trouble. Okay, a lot of turmoil and destruction shall be from who? From the Lord. All right. It says, verse 13, and they shall lay hold every one on the hand of his neighbor, and his hand shall rise up against the hand of his neighbor. Okay, so we'll see how all this lovey, you got everybody want to be lovey-dovey and love each other, and we got to fight through this. We're gonna get through this. Yeah, we'll see. We'll we'll see what you say when we're 2 weeks into a food shortage. Okay, all right, because that's when people become their most savage. When you gotta tap into your survival uh, uh, tr- instincts, man. All right, it ain't gonna be no "I love you, neighbor" and let's get through this, man. It's gonna be let's get through this, nigga, to get the food. Okay, so and his hand shall be rise up against the hand of his neighbor. Right. So next one, Ezra's, which comes out a lot. Okay, Second Ezra's is the 15th chapter, which comes out a lot nowadays. Why? Going back to Habakkuk, these scriptures are speaking. Okay. Um, I'll start at 16. Second Ezra 15 and 16. For there shall be sedition among men. Sedition is what? An uprising of a people. Can I Google that? No. Is an uprising of a people towards the higher ups or the powers that be. There shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. In the course of their actions shall what? Stand in their power. So it's going to be a time when these so-called local governors and so-called politicians and people like so-called district attorneys and people backed by this devil Soros, what's her name, uh, Kim Gardner, they're gonna have to watch their back, man, because according to prophecy, all right, the power shall be among who? The power, the course of their actions shall stand in their power, man. All right, meaning these politicians are gonna get looked for. Okay, that was another article I was looking at. Who knows what's that about? All right, but yeah, let me go back to that. That's pretty much it. I read that one, and that's pretty much it. Let me see. The McClasseys have said many times they're defending. Missouri Governor Mike Parsons said he would consider pardons for the couple if files were charged. Another high-profile prosecutor who has been backed by Soros in the past is Cook County State, Illinois State, Kim Fox, another bitch, you know. Fox drew national attention when she dismissed the case of against actor Jussie Smollett, who had been accused of faking a hate crime. The case was later taken over by special Fox is seeking re-election. Anyway, ain't nothing else up in here. All right, man. So, Lord willing, you brothers were edified. Until the next show, shalawam.